What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be trying a new custom foundation. This foundation has actually been out for a while now, but it wasn't available at every single store. I'm going to be trying out the Lancôme Tient Peticular custom made makeup. So it's pretty much a custom foundation. They designed it specifically for your skin type, the coverage you want, and skin tone. So I'm gonna be trying out another one. Last custom foundation situation we had on this channel didn't go that well, but this is Lancôme. So I went in with high hopes. I actually went into the store. They finally have one here in Dallas at the North Park Mall. I went in, I got to get matched by one of the ladies at the Lancôme counter. She was really sweet.
So with this technology, we're going to take 3 scans of the skin. And what's really great is, of course, this is a universal scanner, but it talks to the iPad, which the program is on here. So with the 3 scans, it actually has an algorithm that finds the balance between those shades.
Oh, okay, that'd be perfect.
Yes. So with you mentioning with wanting to scan your chest, perhaps we could factor that in with 1 scan and then primarily do scans of your face. Okay. How does that sound?
That sounds good.
Doing a good. You have sheer, medium, or full?
I think we should do medium.
Medium? Okay. Now keep in mind the full, it's not a full like Tonadol. Okay. It's more of a, I still feel moderate. Okay. Do you still want to do medium? Okay. That way we have a good match. Yay. Yes, ma'am. I love this because it shows you where you fall on the color wheel.
Okay, awesome.
So it shows you that you definitely are warm.
Okay.
It shows the amount of moisturizer that's going into your bottle, and then the amount of each of the pigments that's going in.
Oh, that's funny because I feel like I'm usually on the cooler side, but we'll see.
Well, we'll see, right? Yes. Right, so I would say we've done maybe almost, since we've had this since last year, we've done probably almost 200 bottles. And I would say only 3 or 4 of those have actually had to be adjusted.
Wow. So I'm just gonna be trying it out because a lot of you guys have actually asked me to try this foundation. Kind of got my skin, how she prepped my skin earlier. The only thing I haven't used yet is this super fancy Lancôme Ultimate Lotion, which is, I thought was weird because it comes in a spray bottle, but this is like, this looks so expensive. She said that she uses this, sprays her face down after skincare, puts on all of her makeup, and then gives it another spray afterwards. And I was like, okay, is it gonna really separate my makeup because it's an ultimate lotion? It didn't seem to do that when she sprayed my face when I was there. So we're gonna see today if it's gonna do some craziness to my face. It's somewhere around $80 for your own custom foundation. You get 0.7 fluid ounces, which is a little bit less than 1 ounce, and it's kind of pretty much double. But then again, if you really think about it, if it is a foundation that matches specifically to every single skin concern, $80 might be worth it for a custom foundation. But we're gonna see what this shade looks like. I'm just gonna spray my face down really quickly with this because it's super fancy and I bought it, so I'm gonna use it. Here is the bottle up close and personal. It has your name, your complexion ID, and then I guess batch number. And then it has an expiration date. It lasts for about a year. And then this is what it looks like right here on the back of my hand. Kind of reminds me of the Tint Idol foundation that they have, the 560. I'm gonna go ahead and start applying it. I'm gonna use the Farsali Skin Tune Blur. I haven't been able to put this down since I got it. Something about it just sits well with my makeup. It might be the blurring effect that it gives me. I like how it makes you look matte but not dry. I'm gonna go ahead and just apply this foundation. Not applying too bad, especially for the shade. I got the full coverage formula of this, so I don't think it's really full coverage, and I don't really have like much to cover except for around my mouth area. You guys know that part of my face just tends to be a little darker. It's on the more neutral side than I'm used to, but it's not bad. What is that glitter? I did a really glittery makeup tutorial yesterday and I haven't been able to get the glitter off my face. It looks super glowy right now. My forehead hairs won't let me be great. I mean, I knew Lancôme wasn't gonna like not work because they already have a foundation that's very similar to my skin tone. It kind of still just reminds me of the 560 in the way that it's a little bit more neutral than I'm used to. It looks beautiful though. The finish looks amazing. Maybe it was that spray that I applied first. Maybe it was worth $140. I don't remember. It might be a little bit less. What do you guys think? Comment down below what you guys think of this match. Definitely a lot better than Matchco, so that's a plus. See how my chest is a little bit redder than how my face is looking like right now? Let me see if I can scoot back. A little bit redder in my chest area, but my face and my chest have different shades. Like my face is a lot darker than my chest area. This brush is actually kind of nice. I was hating on the brush, but it's actually kind of nice. That's what that looks like right now. I'm gonna go ahead and use concealer. She used a more reddish concealer underneath my eyes, and I guess that kind of like balanced out a little bit. This is the shade 550 Suede Sea. See what that looks like underneath my eyes. Kind of orange. And I think this is the darkest concealer that they had. That's what she told me in store. So I'm gonna blend this out with a sponge. I should have used a different concealer. Ugh. Yeah, definitely should have used a different concealer. I really don't like the way that looks. That's a no-go on this concealer. Absolutely not. I'm just gonna blend you away. I'm gonna go back to one that I know performs how I need it to perform. I'm gonna use the Cover FX Power Play Concealer. That's a lot better. So I finally decided to go into a dermatologist to figure out what these tiny little bumps like right here and right here are. It's not acne, I know that, but I am gonna go ahead and see what they can do to fix them or make them go away. So that's the face. I'm gonna set, but I don't know what I'm gonna set with. I would use my Joe Blasco, but since my face is already super neutral compared to my chest, I think I'm gonna stay away from that because that's a very neutral powder as well. I'm gonna use the Laura Mercier Medium Deep. I haven't used this one in a hot minute, so. Originally, I thought this foundation was kind of just like a custom foundation for their Tient Idol, and it's actually not. It's a completely different formula. This one has a more natural finish where the Tient Idol has more of a matte finish, a super matte finish. That's as good as it's gonna get for today. I'm not sure how I feel about it because with everything on, it's kind of like not ideal, but I'm gonna try and use something to bring a little bit more chocolatiness back into my face because the way that it's looking right now is not my favorite. So let's go in. I'm gonna use that same brown shade that I've been using for a hot minute now from the Morphe 39A palette. Okay, so I just did my brows really quickly. I'm gonna use the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. Get rid of some of that powderiness underneath my eyes and all over. So that kind of helped a little bit with the powderiness. We're gonna go ahead and go in with some blush. I'm using the Bare Minerals Gen Nude blush. This is actually one of my favorite blushes. Let's go in with some highlight. I'm using the MAC Superb Extra Dimension Skin Finish. Lashes always make everything so glamorous. So that's lashes. This is the Milani Teddy Bear. It's one of my favorite drugstore nude lipsticks. I'm just putting some NYX Ginger Snap on top of that. Another spray down with the Ultimate Lotion. Kind of reminds me of Tatcha's Dewy Skin Mist. It's not as glowy as Tatcha. So with a full face, it looks better than it did earlier. I do feel like I'm a lot more neutral than I would like to be. I would have liked it to have just a tad bit more red to it, but it's not a terrible match at all whatsoever. For a custom foundation, I think I got pretty close. I might have to mix it with something else, but then again, why pay $80 for a custom foundation if it's not like a perfect match, right? When I wore it last, I wore it for about like the rest of the day. I think it was like at least 6 hours. The foundation feels like it kind of sets itself. It doesn't really come with like, oh, like 18-hour wear, this and this and that, this and that. It's basically just this custom foundation for your skin type and your skin tone. So you get to choose if you want it to be full coverage, medium coverage, or light coverage. Keep in mind though, I got the full coverage and it still kind of gave me more of a medium. Is it my favorite match? No, but is it a close enough match match that I feel like I would wear this foundation again, yes. I do think it's worth giving a shot if you get an exact match. I probably can actually go in next time, ask them to put it more on the redder side. I do have more naturally red undertones compared to what my face looks like right now. I really hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Hit the subscribe button, join the family, and don't forget to like the video. Make sure you guys come back tomorrow for Vlogmas Week 3. Thank you guys so much for watching. Lots of love, and I'll see you guys next time.